Hello everyone, this is Jesu2, and as with the new crafting system, I actually wanted to do a guide on optimizing the use of your now called hero shards to use them for upgrading and possibly even the basic awakenings if you wanted to. Anyways, first to explain, catalysts were removed from the game, and they are now dimensional shards. So dimensional shards are what you will be using for target crafting, which will be your best friend when it comes to making specific hero shards, which most people want because they want to upgrade a certain thing at once. And because you don't have enough inventory in your crafting window for all the hero shards, you can only keep some at once. Okay, now, let's start by showing you how to target craft. Target crafting is basically taking a certain shard of choice and turning it into a shard of your choice. Now, to do so, you have to place the target that you want to craft, the shard that you want to craft into another shard first, and then you have to place a dimensional shard. Now, note here how it says you can use a certain amount of shards. Like, I could use all my shards, but the actual thing with target crafting is that you never use more than one. Like, it honestly, I don't know why they put in an option for more, because it never changes anything. I accidentally even used 400 before, and it didn't make a difference in any additional hero shards or whatever. Anyways, so let's target craft. So when you press the button, and notice how I got a fourth of those shards for the shards that I want. Now I obviously want Desperado shards in this case because I want to upgrade my guns. Now we're going to do that again. So select that, make it 1, select that. Alright, now we almost have 500, which I will need for upgrading my guns since they are plus 23. Okay, now we have over 500, but I'm actually going to get 750 to show you guys something that you might have not noticed. And double. Alright, so we might as well see if we can go to 1000. As for optimization of shards, if you're wondering what's a good amount, like a good base amount to transform, I usually don't transform anything under 70, because then you'd start to waste your dimensional shards, and those are actually pretty hard to get. Thankfully, with the events going on right now, they're easy to get, because you get 100 for doing all 3 masters every day, and the masters are now really easy. So yeah, try and do that and stock up on them while you can, because you'll also need them for the epic awakening, which is really good at the right times. Okay, let's try and get 100 or 1000 on my Desperado. Go down to target. There we go. Alright, now I have 1000 Desperado shards. Now I have to go to my Desperado, unequip his guns, and go to the Dimensional Reinforcer tool, which you can buy in the shop. I always suggest buying the 10 because you save 8k, and if you want to get a plus 25 gear, you're honestly going to need a lot more than 10. And money is pretty easy to come by nowadays, so I'd say it's really worth it. Okay, so now we're going to use the Dimensional Reinforcer tool. It says select a gear. Now we select the gear. Now it says under it says that, of course, the Desperado shards are what it wants. Now you can actually put in any shard that you want, but when you don't put a Desperado piece, the success rate and fail XP rate will not increase when you fail. What this means is actually that when you fail, let's see if I fail here. Alright, so I failed. So as you could see, it went from 9% to 10%. This means that on my next use, it will be 10%. Now also notice something else. Notice how I had 1000 Desperado shards. This is an interesting thing, and I'm not sure if this is a glitch or not, but either way, it should be abused. But notice how it only used half of the Desperado shards. This could be because I'm using Desperado shards in particular. I'm not sure. I'll test it out in this video for you guys, because that way we can both learn. Now let's try it again. Alright, failed again, but because my guns are plus 22, it didn't even go up 1%, but it should go up 1% this time. Alright, there, it went up 1%. Now, just to show you guys something, let's see what I can upgrade here. Something I want to upgrade. Let's use Medic Helm, since that's around a certain area that I want to show for this example. Alright, notice how it takes up 300 shards, and then when you use the medic pieces, it's only going to use half of that, correct? Now let's try using Lucifer shards. And oh hey, it worked. Now let's look at the Lucifer shards. Actually I didn't pay attention to see if it used up half or whatnot, so I'm going to do that again just so I can see. That was a little derp on my part. So we have 6,200 Lucifer shards, and it's asking for 400 shards of something. Now let's see what happens. Okay, notice, it just used half. Anyways, so as you can see, for some reason the enchanting system is only using half of the required shards, so is my best advice to abuse it right now. And yeah, that's about it. Other than that, if you have any questions, you can say so in the comments below, or maybe even any advice on me using my voice, because I don't use my voice too much, and I want to do that in the future, so maybe I could do some commentary or whatnot and whatever. And yeah, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed watching and hope I helped. But before I go, one last thing I wanted to show is the best way to get shards. So as most of you know, the different times on masters affect the XP and rewards. Now, the important thing to note, and the thing that people get most confused on, is that more time means more XP and GP, which was obvious to everyone, but now with the new system, more time also means less rewards, essentially. But it goes up to a certain point where you can't have a run that's too quick, and you can't have a run that's too long, and I've been doing a lot of experimenting with my guildies, and I just wanted to show you these two screenshots. This first one right here is actually a 930 run, which is currently the most popular run at the moment because people think it gives shards, but I actually really don't like it because, as you can see, this shard pool is very bad, and with 930 you have the risk of getting this sort of bad shard pool for some reason. It's not sure why it happens sometimes and not other times, but here with the next screenshot is actually a good alternative, which is the 630 runs, which is the runs I like to do. And this is the runs we experimented with, and for some reason 630 gives a very high amount of shards. So if you're looking to do master runs for shards, I highly suggest doing it 630 and not doing forest, because forest has one less card for S rank and sometimes for the others. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.